Throughout the course, I learned that many people define themselves in many different ways to find who they really are in this world. My name is Christian, and today I'm going to talk about the 3 things that shapes my personal identity. Me personally, I find that the 3 things that shapes my personal identity are my race, my gender, and my personality. Many people will say that the people around them shapes their personal identity. But for me, I find that my race, my gender, and my personality are the one that really help me shape my personal identity. Through my life, I've known that race is a big problem in this world, and race separates people from people, or their culture from other culture. Racism is what we call it. Racism happens a lot in America and Canada because back then, when a white man commits a crime against a black man, then there is a very high chance that a white man is not going to be punished for it. An example is from a movie called The Butler, a movie that is inspired from a black person that worked in the White House for years. And in the movie, we see that a young black kid's father is shot by a white man, and the white man did not do any prison sentence for it. And we see that the white people are more superior than the black, since the black were considered as slaves. My race shapes my personal identity because it helped me find my culture and find who I really am. Many people also find their gender to be a key to shaping their personal identity. Men and women all over the world identify themselves as male, female, bisexual, gay, and lesbian. These men and women identify themselves as the genders listed above can really shape their personal identity, and by doing this they will find who they really are in this world. Many people who identify themselves other than male and female are discriminated throughout the world. They are called bad names, and people are not realizing that their words are affecting the person's life. Let's use the moon sign commercial that we watch in class. In the commercial, it is shown that the girls create something that is quote-unquote girly, like castles, and boy tends to create something quote-unquote manly, like swords. Gender shapes my personal identity because I wouldn't be the same person if I had a different gender, and I can't even start to imagine how I would be different. And lastly, myself and the billions of people on this planet have different personalities. One can have a talent in singing, a talent in dancing. We all have our own unique abilities and skill that others probably can't do. I personally find that me being able to twist my tongue is a unique skill, since half of my friends aren't able to do it. So for me, it makes me unique. An example is from the comic Paul Has a Summer Job. We see right when the kids arrive at camp, Paul was very angry and frustrated because of the kids' behavior, and they weren't really getting along together that well. But throughout the comic, we see Paul and the kids he is in charge with are slowly getting close with each other, and Paul felt a connection to every kid that he was in charge with. Despite all the anger and frustration, he was able to make them happy. The personality trait that Paul showed is patience, and that shows who he really is as a person. It shows that he has a huge patience when it comes to handling people, and he is not going to give up that easy. My personality shapes my identity since it tells me and the people around me what kind of person I am towards them and to myself. To close out this presentation, I find that my race, my gender, and my personality really shapes my personal identity because those 3 key points makes me happy, and with those 3, I am able to be myself and find who I really am in this world, so I don't have to be someone else that I am not.